Emmanuel Yeboah rose from almost being killed to being presented a prestigious award later in life by Oprah Winfrey, one of the world's most iconic people, in front of a large audience on a world stage. Most parts of Africa in the 18th and 19th century believed people born with natural defects are cursed or a disgrace and are not welcomed in families. Emmanuel Ofosu Yeboah's story is one of those stories.
When you're born in Ghana as a deformed child, they believe that you were cursed. So they ask your family members to kill you. That's how they tell my mom to kill me. And my mom said, no, I'm not going to kill my son. So the time I was born, my father left home, and I'm staying with only my mom, single mother taking care of me.
Emmanuel was not cursed, but only born without a tibia in his leg. But his father didn't want anything to do with him or his mother anymore and went on abandoning them because Emmanuel Yeboah's mother didn't agree to get rid of her son. Emmanuel had to grow with his single mother, a mother who was very determined to see that her son would grow and live just like any other normal child. So she enrolled Emmanuel into a school, but this decision came with the fact that she had to carry him to school always, and that was not an easy task.
I remember at the age of maybe 9-10 years, and my mom said, Emmanuel, you are too heavy, I can't carry you again, so you have to walk to school by yourself. And I said, how can I do that? And she asked me every day before you go to school, what did you do? And I said, I hop around. And she said, okay, then hop to school.
That was not the only challenge that they were going to face. Emmanuel was also being discriminated against by his mates because of his disability, even to the point that he had to save money to buy his own soccer ball, just so that when his mates decide to use his ball when playing, he won't be excluded.
So many students don't want to play with me. They say, no, you're a disabled person, you can't play with us. I save money to buy my own soccer ball, and they add me to the team.
Excluded. In Ghana and many parts of Africa, there's no special benefit enjoyed by people with any form of disability in the educational sector, and that was a major restraint. Emmanuel had learned how to repair shoes, but the money he was getting from that was not enough for his expenses at school. So it got to a time that financial challenges also came into the picture, and Emmanuel had to drop out from school to become a full-time shoemaker.
Because of my mom, she doesn't have money to continue my education, I just drop out and I'm doing my shoemaking for full time.
And in all this, Emmanuel believed he could do almost anything he set his mind to. Emmanuel had dreams of being self-sufficient, and to make that dream come true, he decided to travel to Accra, the land of possibilities, in hope that he will somehow get help. But his journey to Accra had to take a turn, from him just seeking help to him trying to be of help to others. Because upon arrival, he saw many like him all over the streets begging and was saddened by what he saw. So he decided to find a way to get the attention of the government and the people of the country to notice the plight of disabled people and the fact that when they are helped, they can also be able to do something with their lives than just sit by roadsides begging for food and money.
That's how I decided to ride a bicycle across the country to change the perception how people think for disabled people.
Soon, Emmanuel had gained a name for himself as a disabled cyclist, and when his mother died, instead of pitying himself, he decided to pursue his dreams even more to honor his mother's memory.
I believe that I get my strength from my mother, and I think if my mother looked down from heaven, she will be very proud of me.
Emmanuel Yeboah got the attention, but no one was willing to help him buy even a bicycle. Emmanuel recounts how he wrote several letters to missionaries and people all over the country, but none of them helped him. So he met some foreign missionaries who couldn't help directly, but knew a group of people who could help.
I met missionaries in Ghana from America, and I said, hey guys, I want to buy a bicycle. And they said, oh, Emmanuel, it sounds great, but we are missionaries, we don't have money. But we know a foundation called Challenge Athletes Foundation, CF. They're based in San Diego, California. They help so many athletes like you. So maybe when you talk to them or when you write to them, they can able to help you. I sent the letter. A couple months later, I received this letter through my church. They sent me the grant form to fill it out. I sent the letter to them again. A couple months later, they sent me a bicycle all the way from California to Ghana. And I said, wow, today my dream is going to start.
Emmanuel, with his newly acquired bicycle, rode 600 miles in 10 days across the country. Yes, he was in pain, some mocked him, but he knew what he stood for and was determined to make the world see him. And that was what happened, because he finally earned the respect of Ghanaians, including the then great king of the great Asante Kingdom.
Emmanuel has tenacity and endurance, and he has a strong heart to do the things that he's doing and to use what he has done as an example for people.
That wouldn't be all, because Emmanuel, after completing the cross-country trek in Ghana, made the headlines of many newspapers. The Challenge Athlete Foundation invited him to participate in the 2002 Triathlon Challenge in San Diego, California. During the course of Emmanuel Yeboah's visit, doctors from Loma Linda University Medical Center informed him that he was an excellent candidate for a prosthetic leg.
They said they are going to provide me a prosthesis. They told me, am I ready for the prosthesis? And I said yes, because I wanted to work on my 2 feet and see how to work on your 2 feet looks like.
Before his surgery, he rode 56 miles with them, and that took about 8 hours. And following a successful surgery and 6 weeks recovery, Yeboah entered the CAF Triathlon, reducing his time by 3 hours. Emmanuel went on to be awarded the prestigious Cassie Martin Award by Nike and CAF's Most Inspirational Athlete of the Year Award, presented by Robin Williams. In 2005, Yeboah's story was captured in Emmanuel's Gift, narrated by Oprah Winfrey, and would go on to be awarded the prestigious Otter Ash Courage Award, presented to him by Oprah Winfrey.
I am honored to present the 2005 Arthur Ashe Award to Jim McLaren and Emmanuel Ofosu Yeboah.
Emmanuel Yeboah received approximately $50,000 from those awards. Upon returning to Ghana, he used the money to open the Emmanuel Education Fund for promising students with disabilities. Usually, disabled kids in Ghana have to pay for their education even at public schools, and Emmanuel Yeboah prayed and hoped that one day something would be done about this. He's currently working on building schools for children in Ghana with or without disabilities.
When I share my story with people, I want people to smile, to be very happy, to know what is going on in the world. In this world, it's both up and down, but always keep smiling.
So that is the story of Emmanuel Ofosu Yeboah, who was nearly killed at birth, but somehow changing the narrative and rising above all the limits society had set for him. Emmanuel Ofosu Yeboah and many others never failed to let everyone know that we can be the best versions of ourselves if we believe and surround ourselves with good people. Nick Vujicic tours the world preaching and inspiring lives and even learning how to swim without arms and legs. And to top it all up, he makes it clear by saying,
"This circumstance, there's got to be something good."
That is a huge saying right there, and that gives most of us hope that life isn't that bad. Now, what about here in Africa? Are there such inspirational stories? The good news is yes, and Emmanuel's story is only one of the many inspiring stories in Africa. In our first video on this channel, we told you we will be bringing you stories of horrifying crimes and places to help us stay alert and stay away from danger. But we have also decided that as much as we want to be aware of how dangerous the world can be, we must also understand that there are still good people and genuine stories that will eliminate our fears and help us live our lives to the fullest. So we will be posting both evil and true crime stories, and also some of the true heartwarming and inspiring stories, so that we can get both sides of this world and not only live in fear. What do you think about Emmanuel's story? Have you been inspired? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe and share if you were inspired. See you in our next video.